Iron Boot is here. Very good. Now I just sit back and wait 30 seconds or so to see, Oh! We are live. Looking good, connection looks fine. And now we wait. Who all is in? Say aye! Are we ready to get started on the Casebook of Arne, Part 3? Tale 3? I gotta remember to keep the mouse cursor. Ah, the mod is here as well. Good. You want to see Vampire Lynn? Okay. Well, we've got a couple of people watching right now. Everybody else seems to have been chased away, but, you know, that's just how these things go. Okay, folks. It's gonna take me a while to get used to the controls again. I think I have to use the arrow keys. So, really quick, does anybody need to be caught up on what's happened until just now? I don't think we do, because y'all have already been in here. I'm just waiting and seeing whether or not anybody else comes in. Oh, can you hear me correctly? And how does my face look in regards to the, everything? Yeah, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna put my hair back. This is not the kind of... Yeah, Iron Boot, I know you need no recaps. But what about other folks? I wish I could have the chat a little bit closer, but my setup isn't that great. It'll remind me, yep, I thought so. Or left-click destination choice. Confirm talk check is enter space. Yes, spacebar. We're gonna have to use that one. You're good. We're good? Okay, then let's just start. Murder! They're gonna recap for us anyway. Murder, weebery, vampirism, in that order. Yep. Last time on the Casebook of Arne. Hold on, where is Lord Reinweiß? Linny's a little busy right now, so I'm her substitute. And can we not do this? What? Come on, I made my own puppet and everything. We gotta. That's a puppet? Is it just like one of those little cloth disc pillows? Is that what we're talking about? Sigh. Now explain what happened last time. Lord Reinweiß began an investigation on the case. An old coot told her of the darkness concealed by the humans in the mansion. And it seemed everyone had a falling out afterward. Ah, poor Lynn. Also, Arne, you got taken over by Noxerer. I was just caught off guard, that's all. After that, Lord Reinweiß was nearly killed, so we performed a blood pact. But the odds of her reviving as a vampire are roughly 50-50. What's gonna happen to Lynn? You think I care? Hehehe. Well, it's about time to begin the Casebook of Arne. Looking forward to seeing how things go for Lynn. Please leave me out of this next time. And now, cue intro music. I did listen to this several times since finding I like this a lot. I don't want to talk over the music because that's probably what I'm going to do. Because let's review. I have to assume is as straightforward as it gets. It's trying to come across as we've given you literally everything you need to figure out who the murderer out of all these folks is. And who they want you to think it is obviously the gardener, Kai. I'll point him out when he goes to skull across. No, never skip me. I'm not skipping. He's right there on the end, that's Kai. Yep. Did I miss it all? We still got the shadowy character. let's keep moving here. Computer Hates Me is here. Thank you and welcome. Where are we? Oh, does she have to complete some sort of trial in order to revive as a vampire? Lynn Reinweiß, only daughter of the Reinweiß family. The heiress. And vampire otaku. All 5 stars. As I recall, I drank Lord Arne's blood, but why did I end up here? Ah, I don't have my pendant that Mother gave me. Did I drop it somewhere, or... Dong. What's that over there? Next, what is that? We're gonna walk and check everything out. You can only go one way. Oh, it's a grave. Lynn Reinweiß rests here. My grave? I should make it clear up front that there's no guarantee a blood pact will succeed. Could it be that the blood pact failed and I died? Well, are you a ghost, Lynn? I think not. She's gotta complete some sort of trial, right? More minigames! No, I don't want to die. I don't want to die! Mother. Yes, in your name that is not pronounced Kage. No, it's pronounced Cage. You told me that the first time. I just felt something. The base of that tree. Now we inspect the tree. Ah, there's a shovel here. Maybe I can use this to do what? Dig up your own grave? Okay then. Should I dig here? Absolutely. Ah! There it is. Mother's pendant. What is it doing here? I'm glad I could find the pendant, but what do I do now? Am I going to be here forever? Not forever. It's alright, my dear Lynn. Ah? Or eh? That's what they say in Japan, right? That voice was... Lynn the grave robber. The pendant's glowing. Aha, there's the magical bridge. A bridge! There's no mistaking that voice. It was Mother. Is Mother up ahead? It's a trap, Lynn! We're going with it anyway. Oh man, I have a glow ring apparently. Inspecting trees and stuff. Music? Oh, can you guys hear the sounds of the game and my voice about evenly? Tell me if there's any issues there. I can faintly hear music. It's a lullaby Mother often sang for me. I knew it. She must be up ahead. The girl began walking in the direction of the sound. If you have trouble hearing quiet sounds, click the pendant to determine the right way using the strength of its light. Ah, it's a glow pendant. I get it. Oh, that's cool. I like the proximity sound. That sound's gotten quiet. It seems to be guiding me somewhere. Well, I'll go in the direction of the sound. Volume is a bit low. My volume or the game volume? Because I can turn up the game volume. I always turn it down because it was just blasting into my ears earlier. And I was kind of sick of that. Well, I'll go in the direction of the sound. Oops, nope, that's not the way I wanted to go, darn it. I ended up where I started. Yes, we did. Both? I have to yell into the microphone, or y'all can just get the boom mic directly in front of me. No, that's not where I wanted to go, Lynn! This way. Oh, here we go. Time to save. Mother! Father! And you as a child. Mother, it's me, Lynn! Father! Father! done yet? How strange. I read the instructions thoroughly, but I just can't get it to work. Yeah, we learned about this incident before. He's not looking at me, and he can't seem to hear me either. We're doing Lost Woods now. And besides, Mother is me when I was young? Besides Mother. Hehe, you said the same thing 10 minutes ago. I'm sure I've got it this time. Oh, here we are. Father, hurry, hurry! Right. Back before Dad went crazy. Well, Mom died first, so we can't blame Dad entirely. That's right. That's how we took this photo. It's a grand memory. Rose, I'm glad I could meet you one last time. Yes, honey. What is going on? Well then, I'll be on my way. So long. I love you. No, I loved you so many times more. That you did. Father? I'm going, Lynn. Going? Go on then, Father. Ah. Mother, I'm gonna go play too. The trees are calling for me to climb them. Oh dear, make sure you don't hurt yourself now. Okay. This isn't quite how I remember it. After the photo, we ate our lunches together. What exactly am I looking at? A memory, but it's been distorted and stuff. This is a trial, Lynn. Mother, I'm here. I'm right in front of you. Yes, I knew the whole time. Eh? Mother? Mothra? It's been a long time, my little Lynn. You can see me. Of course. Ah, what a beautiful picture. Mother! Mother! I've been trying so hard. Yes, you've done me proud. Ever since you left, Mother, the whole time. I know, you've done your best and done nothing wrong. There's so much I want to talk to you about, Mother. But you won't get the time. Unfortunately, there isn't much time. Mother? Heave-ho! Lynn, you can't come here just yet. What do you mean? That's a secret. What? It'll have to be a bit before I can have a leisurely chat with you, but for now, go into this light, okay? But I don't want to. I want to stay with you. No, some other time. Mother! Pushes her into the light. Then you come with me, Mother. That's not possible. But remember this. As long as you hold that pendant, I'll be watching over you, Lynn. No, Mother! Come on now, Lynn. Away she goes. Phew, that was a close one. Uh-oh. Naturally, I couldn't let her see this. Best of luck, honey. Since you can't come to heaven, I had to come here. I'm not able to go with you, but I'll wait here as long as it takes. Atone for your sins, and please, come back. What? Look at all this stuff that suddenly doesn't make sense. Achievement reunited with Mom. The anti-poltergeisting mess, maybe. I. And Arne is a child again, of course. Oh, you're awake. I love that. Height 1 star. Every time. Well then, that means you've become a vampire. I take it you're overjoyed. Mother! Mother! He's in purgatory? Oh no. I don't understand what just happened either. What is it, Lord Reinweiß? Why are you crying? I don't know. For some reason, it feels like I got to meet Mother. Mother. Let it all out, Lynn. Better now? Yes, I've calmed down. What's with that look? Now that I'm calm, I've remembered a thing or two. There's a lot I want to say, but first things first. Why am I wearing my tracksuit? And also, not wearing underwear? That's your first things first? I was in nothing but a towel! I mean, I'm grateful I'm not just in a towel now, but I'm sure you must have carried me here and put my tracksuit on me, Lord Arne! I thought it fine to leave you alone, but Zishia insisted I get you dressed. Then you should have put on my underwear too! If you'd just done that, I would have been able to let it slide. Like, Lord Arne saw me nude, but there was no helping it. But you're supposed to change underwear, yes? It's in the dresser! Wait, why do I even have to tell you that? Because he's not going snooping through your stuff, okay? You're the one who shouted it. I'm going to change, so please leave. As I said before, what does it matter seeing you nude? Window! What am I, a dog? Alright, I'll come back in a few minutes. There's a lot to think about, but I can't get started without putting on the underwear. You're not gonna make me cross the room just to get— Yep. They're gonna make me do it. I'll change my tracksuit too, just in case. It's gonna look exactly the same, isn't it? Can it at least be a different color? No, it's the same one. I knew it. It was the right call to buy 20 of the same one. At least get them in different colors, girl! Now I can finally settle down and think. Oh, that's right, my investigation notes. Ah, they're in the cabinet. Why is he methodical about this kind of thing? Okay, here they are. All prior information added to notes. Make use of it if you're having trouble with reasoning. Excuse me. Ah, this storybook really brings me back. I mean, this isn't the time! Big Red Hood, Chapter 1 added to collection. Collection items also appear in the notes menu, but are unimportant to beating the game. You may find one in a dresser or bookcase when exploring a room, so look for them if you wish. I gotta remember to do that this time, because I want to collect all of them. I'd like to sit down for a bit and sort things out. Where should I even start? It's the Angels of Death music again. Hey, Liddy! Zishir! Geez, don't startle me every time. It's not like I'm trying to or anything. 5-star ears, 2-star hat. An unstable entity existing within mirrors. Our local wolf boy, who only has one set of ears, thankfully. Since you were revived, guess you became a vampire. Congrats! I guess. Lord Reinweiß said that too. I'm not human anymore, am I? Hope we can get along better now as fellow non-humans. Right. Well, it might take time to accept, but it's no use crying over spilled milk. Just gotta keep moving forward. Though, for real, I thought you'd be rejoicing more. It was so sudden I didn't have a choice, so I guess I don't know how to feel. Would you mind helping me sort things out in my head? I think it'll be better talking it out with you than thinking about it myself. And I doubt Lord Arne would understand if I talked with him. Sure thing, let's get your head as refreshed as your tracksuit. Were you watching? Whatever could you mean? Now for the newest piece of information regarding the case. I died. Thankfully, I got better. They aren't the funnest from Ruby. Nope, they're not. So what are we starting with? Pervert mirror demon. Maybe. About the killer. Let's ignore the vampires. About the person who attacked me. Yeah, the person who apparently murdered her dad just came into the bathroom and, like, slashed her and killed her while she was in this gigantic pool of a bathtub. Not the person who attacked me. Did you see them? If I did, I'd tell Lord Arne for sure. I'm not cruel enough to just overlook that. I see. But why was I targeted? I mean, because you were stumbling around alone and easy to target. But they let me go once before when I was in Father's room. If they wanted to kill me, couldn't they have just done it then? Ah, right, there was an opportunity to kill you easily, huh? Maybe there was some reason why they didn't. Well, if it were me or Arne, we'd accept just cause as a reason. Is that how you think, being non-humans? That's right, you will too before long, Linny. I feel like it wasn't just because, even if that in itself is a just because hunch. Well, maybe somebody's just trying to erase your entire family. Well, no point in mulling it over, on to the next thing. Right. And apparently we have to ask about vampires too. I'm a vampire too, right? Uh-huh, since your blood pact with Arne succeeded. It doesn't really feel real. It's like, you know, power. I'm brimming with power. Keep your distance from the vampire pure scarlet Lord Reinweiß. I thought it'd go more like that. You read too many comic books. Not that I know much about this whole thing either. You'll probably starting noticing changes. Ah, we've got some issues with the way this is phrased. Might be able to turn into a bat soon. I can become a bat too? Well, yeah, you're a vampire. I can't wait! You're gonna be zooming out of control if Arne's not around. Ah! Is he back? What's going to happen to me, I wonder? What do you mean what'll happen? I mean, because I'm a vampire, I might attack humans, or... Ah, that. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah, you're right. Like Lord Arne said, the only blood he drinks is what his clients pay him. So... Doth listen to this, Hamburg. Gordon got angry at me once more today. Oh no. Why are we going over to Elise suddenly? Is she gonna be the next target of murder? Oh, I gotta put that. That's embarrassing. Oh wait, no, this is a theory. This is a theoretical dream of, I'm going to attack you, Elise. Mistress, is something the mattereth? I was most definitely not talking to a doll. No. The girl slowly approached the maid. Mistress, doth something beeth the matter? What? Didst thee sayeth something? I want your blood! Oh no, verily and forsoothly! Yep, nothing like that should happen. I'm a little curious why you picked that maid. Because it seemed like her blood would be tasty. Ah! So these are vampiric urges. No. But actually, when I said you wouldn't have to worry, I didn't mean you could endure the urge to suck blood. Huh? I meant you'd stop being bothered by attacking humans. You already don't feel bad for every piece of meat you eat, do you? It's the same thing. That can't be! Arne doesn't seem to have especially severe urges on account of his body being seriously weird, but as a regular old vampire, Lynn, I'm thinking you can't avoid it. I mean, you became a vampire knowing that, surely. I suppose so. Vampire puberty. Well, if you don't like that, see if you can put up with it for now. You can probably manage until this case is solved at least. I see. If there's no worry of me attacking the people in the mansion, that's good at least. Once this case is solved, I won't be able to stay in this house, will I? I guess that's natural. I chose this myself, so I have to keep a firm resolve. In before subversion of expectation that the one who attempted to kill Lynn is not the one who killed her father. Maybe. Now kill the lolly. What are you doing? Oh, Arne! I was having a fun chat with Linny. With Lord Reinweiß. Ah. Well, I'll leave the rest to you, Arne. Well, Lord Reinweiß, about our next step. Yes, what is it? Now that I'm a vampire, I'm not afraid of anything. Come at me with everything you've got. Why are you so high energy all of a sudden? I've just got this amazing vampire power, like, wah! I can handle anything, you know? Truly, Lord Reinweiß, does your idiocy know no bounds? Sit down and listen to me. Aww. Listen well, Lord Reinweiß. Okay? So, now you've been revived. Wouldn't you say it's time to start bringing this to a resolution? Yes. Did you figure out who the killer is? Naturally. All that remains to do, as any great detective does, and corner the culprit with all present. Okay, there's something weird about this sentence too. But again, we just had to do the thing, right? Where she noticed, oh my gosh, I'm still covered in blood. Oh my gosh, I stink. Oh my gosh, I need to go take a bath. Oh my gosh, I've been murdered. That just had to happen. That just had to happen at the end of the last one. Who in the world is it? It would be boring to just say, surely. He was gonna tell you last time before you died. Aw, come on. And thus I require that those in the mansion be assembled somewhere. But it would be tedious for me. As such, I was thinking I'd use you for it. And you can do it, yes? But I'm not, well, human anymore. I wonder if I'll be able to. What are you saying, Lord Reinweiß? You may be a vampire, but you're still you, correct? Have you forgotten declaring as much to me? Well, nothing for it, I suppose. I'll let you use me. It's in my capable hands. Then go forth, Lord Reinweiß. Lord Reinweiß, going forth. I hate to bring it to you, Lynn, but this universe's vampires aren't any stronger than normal humans. I am an odd case. Sorry, you have no cool powers. Wouldn't that be interesting? I'm sorry, I gotta check everything because... Once you've gathered everyone, return here and call for me. Understood. And here's that mysterious note. So the killer wrote this too. I wonder, when did they get into my room? So, the person they want us to believe is the killer is the gardener, Kai. For a lot of reasons. He has a motive, he has a means, everybody else has like a bunch of things that would make you reason that it couldn't possibly be them. Right, now isn't the time to be anxious. I'm me, and that won't change. I can save any regretting and worry for after this case is done. More important right now is solving the case with Lord Arne. That's what I became a vampire for. So then, where is everyone? I'll check the dining room first. Kai is the obvious red herring. Yeah, she's not Dio. He is. I'll go into the dining room first. The others might have returned. Why do I have to go into the dining room first? Bad. But that's the thing, Cage. That's the thing. This game is very straightforward. And I don't think it's the kind of game that's going to pull the rug out from under me. Looks like the others aren't back yet. Oh, but Gordon's here. I'll talk with him first. Talk to Gordon. I don't think it's Gordon. It's the clumsy maid. Now, it'd be really funny if my first hunch was correct and it was burned. That would be funny. Ah, what brings you here, mistress? A serious butler who never cracks a smile. He's got a 5 head. That's right, that's what the joke was. It looks like the others still haven't returned. Indeed they haven't, but I was just thinking of calling them back. In that case, I'll go call for everyone. Will you? Well then. Ah, but acting alone. Even if I'm a vampire, I don't want to be attacked again. It might be a good idea to go with someone else. Actually, Gordon, could you come with me? I'm a little uncertain if I could convince everyone by myself. Understood. I shall accompany you. By the way, do you know where everyone is? Bernd and Heinz are arguing in the entryway, but Heinz has since returned to the kitchen. I believe Elise should still be in her room. I haven't seen Diana around. Would you happen to have some idea, mistress? Right, I think she's still in the guest room. There's something I want to talk about, so I want to gather everyone in the second floor waiting room. You know the one where Bernd just randomly accused you last time and we learned he's a total moron? Well, if you prefer that location, I don't mind. Okay, then. Let's call the others. Other. Everyone's locations added to notes. When Lynn is with someone else, checking some things will give unique responses. But these have nothing to do with the case, but you may learn a little about that person. Oh, and you're even prompting me? The butler Gordon starts his mornings by watering the plants in this room. Isn't it difficult watering the flowers around the entire mansion every morning? Not at all. Flowers respond to your heartfelt efforts raising them. To me, they are like my children. Yeah, I suppose. And do we get to walk with everyone? That'll be interesting. Honestly, you know what? No, let's go get Heinz first. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. When it takes literally, yo, everyone come here! Yep. This game isn't going to pull out an extreme surprise that you could never actually figure out. However, these kinds of games always have the red herrings that are too obvious to be it. Yep. So, here's why I think your hunch that it might be Heinz could be correct. Plant Daddy. Don't call him that. Huh? What is it, Lynn? Now, your theory is that it's him because of the word salt. Because his, status is weird compared to everybody else. He doesn't have stars right there. It's probably Byrne, the clumsy maid, or the cook. Yep, could be. I want to talk to everyone about something, so could you come to the waiting room on the second floor? But I don't want to see Byrne's ugly mug. I'll be certain to stop him if he tries to do anything like before in the future. If you say so, Gordon. Well, alright. You never know what'll happen, right? Thank you very much. Must be hard for you too, Lynn. Good luck. Yes! Heinz went to the second floor. So, he's the only one who has a unique status menu. Yep. I think that it could be him. Like, my only inkling of why it could actually be him is based off of the wounds on Lynn's back when she was murdered in the bathroom. They looked like slash wounds, and he's constantly, like, the knife, the kitchen knife, just makes me suspicious. He has a weapon. He has the murder weapon. It's thanks to Gordon that I can persuade Heinz. It might be wise to have someone help me out with calling the others, too. Yes. You can now call for people who you've convinced, like Heinz. Oh. Press the A key or click the image in the top left to open the character summoning screen. Work with others to assemble the remaining servants in the second floor waiting room. Oh, this is fun! I like that. So, Kai could be out here, right? There's no reason to go outside. Where's Kai? We spent the entire first half hour of doing this last time wondering where Garden Boy was. 5 degrees of murder. Yep, 5 degrees of murder. I don't need the bath right now. No, but I want to see the fancy bathroom. Okay, we don't need to go into the butler's room. I have no business here. Yep, the maid's room might be where somebody is. Hello, you're talking to your toys. Oh, right, I have to check everything. Don't listen to this, Hamburg. Gordon's rage. It's truly nasty. He's like some kind of demon. Yes, it must be Soeth. Are you okay? Mistress, doth something beeth the matter? I want to talk with everybody about something, so come to the second floor waiting room. Elise? Sure, Gordon. Didst thou hear that just now? What could you be referring to? No, I heard nothing at all about me being a demon. No, you misunderstand. I mean, if you were kind like a demon? It seems you haven't done enough introspection. I have done it the most introspecting, yes, so verily. Much. Let us be off, Mistress Lynn. At least appears to need time to think about things. Aw, forsooth. It doesn't seem like I can take Elise along while Gordon's here. Yeah, I figured as much. She's better friends with Diana, so we better go get her. And upon reviewing the case information, Bernd and Elise have the opportunity to be it. Yep. They want you to not think it's Bernd because he's a pansy and faints at the sight of blood, so why the heck would you hire a guard that does that, first of all? Oh, shoot. Will it let me back in? Okay, so we're not gonna talk to her, but I wanna try and collect stuff. I am looking for stuff, collecting, trying to find MacGuffins. Okay, So, yeah, my reasoning behind it being Kai is because it is just so obvious, and it's like... This game is probably just gonna be that straightforward. Let's get Diana. Diana and Kai. I'd like to call for them last. Considering what happened with Lord Arne, how should I go about this, I wonder? Okay, so we want to get them last. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Burned! Burned, where are you? You need to go outside or something. It said we don't have to go out into the courtyard. Burned! They could easily be squatting idiots, hidden murder. Yep, hidden murder. A slab chronicling the history of the Reinweiß family. As you can see, the Reinweiß family is a venerable noble lineage. You must keep that in mind at all times. Yes. Hey, Burned. What's the matter? Did you need something with this human? Did you need something with this human garbage? You are human garbage, Burned. A diligent-looking security guard. He's guarding his 2 stars again. It's ridiculous. I love criticizing this game. I just do. He's sulking super hard. I want to talk to everyone about something, so could you come to the waiting room on the 2nd floor? Oh, I'm sure things would go smoother if you just ignored me and talked amongst yourselves. Just come, would you? It's an order from the family head. Say what you want to me, but I don't wanna, so there's nothing you can do. It doesn't seem Gordon can persuade him. Was there someone who Burned would listen to a request from? Understood, I'll come back. Whoever you bring, I'm not moving from this spot. Oh, I thought I needed him in order to get, Diana, but it looks like I'll need Heinz. Looks like I'll need Heinz. Call for Heinz in order to get... No, not Diana. Elise! We're gonna need Heinz with us in order to get Elise. You laid out these flowers, right, Heinz? Also, Heinz, low-key, does seem to have a psycho streak. The table setting is important for meals, too. Naturally, my cooking is delicious, but I want to make it taste even better. Okay, this music is loud. I don't like the Heinz music, you guys. You really think things through. Well, though it hardly even qualifies as having a psychological effect. Let's see what he has to say in the kitchen. Human garbage isn't wrong. I don't want to, so there's nothing you can do. I am the head of the family, Burned. Get your butt upstairs. Some bread that's gone hard. Is this bread still edible? Oh, those are fakes I set out for Burned. Well made, right? For Burned? Well, he comes here to steal food. These are for whacking him with. Whacking him? Yes. Like I said, low-key psychotic. Gordon, release the hounds on Burned. Bork, bork. Okay, no, we already read this. Yeah. The keys are just a little bit touchy. Okay, maid's room. Whatever you saith to me, I won't go. Come to think of it, I've got some sweets ready, so maybe I'll give them to people who assemble up there. Is that so? If you're not coming, Elise, maybe somebody else will eat your share. What? But... I'm sure it'll be tasty. And it's not stuff you get your hands on often. I understand it crystal clearly. I doth be gone. Are you now? Are you now? Thank goodness. Elise went to the 2nd floor. Okay, so obviously I don't want to have Heinz with me. Heinz, use the bread on Burned. So obviously we don't want to bring Heinz to go see Burned. That's the worst idea because of how they were arguing last time. But, you know, we're not going for perfect points. Let's watch them argue again because I'm a sadist. I've got no desire to go to the 2nd floor. He's sulking super hard. Stop being childish and move already. Lynn's begging you here. Huh? You're the reason I don't wanna. I don't think there's any chance of convincing Burned with Heinz around. Was there someone who would listen to him? Understood, I'll come back. As long as Heinz is going to be there, I'm definitely not going. Darn it. Do it! Yeah, do it. And donuts. Okay. And we're not going to want to go... I still don't know the layout of this mansion. Nothing for me this way, blah blah blah, waiting room. The guest room, right. Where is the guest room? Diana and Kai, blah blah blah. We still don't want to get them, so we're gonna have to switch you out, right? We'll get Elise, and she'll help with Bernd, because he's got a crush on her, and may or may not have been stealing things. Oh, this is, okay, who thinks Bernd is guilty, say hi. No, I Am Boot doesn't think that Bernd is guilty. I still suss him really hard. I've got no desire to go to the second floor. Elise, would you try persuading Bernd? Understood. I give it a shot. Everyone who joined the meeting say aye! Sure, Bernd! Let us go up to the second floor waiting room together. Elise? You know, I was just thinking of going to the second floor room myself. It must be fate, huh? He's so simple. Bernd went to the second floor. That just leaves Diana and Kai. I don't think that Bernd is going to be very useful with helping me get them, to be honest. Okay. Bernd used the fake bread as a murder weapon. Okay. Oh, no change, that's the only thing we can do. I don't think that Bernd is gonna be particularly helpful with getting them out of there. She said she wanted to get them last, so maybe we'll just call Gordon again? Can I just drop Diana off here and go by myself? Whatever, we're gonna pick up Gordon. I don't think Bernd is gonna be helpful, that's all. It's just Diana and Kai now. But I think it'd be a good idea to handle this by myself. Like I said, especially considering what happened with Lord Arne involving anyone else would make things complicated. Lynn only added to the character I would literally just checked to see if I could do that. Leave the servant you're with and go alone? Obviously. I literally just checked for that. Blunt force objects. Bernd, come to the meeting or you two. Come to the meeting, you two, or you're guilty. Yes, imagine being killed by a prop baguette. Imagine that's what's on your tombstone. Okay. But that really was funny. How Heinz is just like, yo, I put out this fake bread in case Bernd comes in here to steal food. Oh, really? And he's like, yes, I pick them up and smack him with them. It's not like he's gonna take the food. That was funny. It was a subversion of expectations, and now I'm just now getting around to laughing at it. Diana, it's me. I want to talk a little. Mistress, what is it? I'm gathering everyone in the waiting room now. I want you and Kai to come too. We can't go, because the man who did that to Kai will be there too, won't he? I can't go with someone like that around. There's no way she'd believe me if I told her about Lord Arne. And I mean, there's no changing the fact that Lord Arne did do something terrible to Kai. Yeah, so Kai's current alibi is the fact that he was, he got the heck beat out of him by Arne in the last chapter, and he's probably been in here the entire time, including during Lynn's murder. So, you know what, you're probably right, Cage, you're probably right. Dumb ways to die. Realize Bernd died like a botched fake bread. How can I handle this? Understood. I'll be back later. Come as many times as you want. We're not going. If I'm going to get them to come, I need to somehow change their impression of Lord Arne. Is that even possible? Honestly, isn't everyone being so selfish? At this point, maybe I should just force them. Wait, what am I thinking? Is this another effect of becoming a vampire? No, it's called being the lady of the house and saying, "Get your butts in the other room! You're fine, Lynn!" Anyway, I need to do something about those two. Lord Arne just apologizing a ton wouldn't make Kai forgive him, I'm sure. And I can hardly imagine Lord Arne deigning to do that in the first place. At this rate, maybe I should go just boldly claim Kai was attacked by someone else, or... Wait, that might actually work! If I just have Lord Arne use that power... Okay, let's go back. Kai was beat to a pulp by a possessed Arne, that's right. Kai, of course I'm not the murderer, I don't have thumbs anymore! Oh. Send the kid form then. Yeah, that would be a thing, wouldn't it? Okay, I was gonna make one other comment. The reason why they want you to think that it's Kai is because Lynn was attacked by the dogs, Kai was one of the only people that wasn't around. He's the only person theoretically strong enough to ease... He's got strength. Strength was like one of his stats, or something like that. And, he would have to be strong enough to move the ladder outside, which again, might have had to have been by 2 people. You'd have to have somebody strong enough to, say, be able to separate a head from a body. But when they talked about that, because the corpse didn't have a head, Hines was the one who made the comment about it being easy to separate, like, the body of he cuts off the heads of the chickens and stuff when he's cooking, okay? He does all the dirty work. He says he's used to doing stuff like that, but doing that to a human would be more difficult. So he's trying to use that as an alibi, but we're still gonna sus him as well. You're back, Lord Reinweiß. That took quite some time. Well, I'm actually not done yet. Kai should be eating the bread. Was there some problem? A whole mess of problems, thanks to you! Aha, the gardener and the maid. Yeah, I was wondering what to do. Inaccurate, Lord Reinweiß. You must already have an idea of how to resolve this. Otherwise you wouldn't have returned to me, yes? Well, sort of. I have some thoughts about it. What's that iffy response? I don't know if you can or not, but... Use powers on Kai, I guess. Because we already went through all this. We're gonna smile, yet we're not going through all of these. Excellent, thank you. I want you to use your ability to spread rumors on Kai. When you spread that first rumor, Kai wasn't in the mansion, I don't think. So you can still use your ability on him. I wouldn't mind, but what kind of rumor? An alter ego, a vampire, a twin. The twin, probably. Kai has the most evidence to support him. He's the only one who has no known alibi, and the dogs. Well, again, I discussed his alibi in regards to being the one to kill Lynn just now. Yes, obvious answer is obvious. Perfect! Let's spread the rumor that you have a twin! And why should we do that? Even if there were lights, it was in the courtyard at night. I doubt he saw your face that clearly. Yes, it is highly likely. So can't we say that your twin brother did it? I mean, under normal circumstances, I think that'd be a stretch, but your ability is powerful enough that I feel like it'll work. Clever by your standards, Lord Reinweiß. That rumor will need to start from 0 basis. It will have no effect on the mansion's residents who believe you to be a detective. But if it has no effect on the gardener either, it'll mean he was in the mansion the whole time. And his claim of returning to the mansion to meet the maid will be proven a lie. Oh, you're right! What, you didn't think that far ahead? So what? It'll have that result anyway. Anyway, please do it. Please, you say. So I have the right to choose. You won't do it? I will not. What would you do if I said that? I'd be in a pickle. You can't claim to be using me if you're entrusting choices to me. Issue me the command to use my power, like I'm your tool. That's what using means, yes? I don't want to do that. It's not my style forcing people to do things. And also, I said I definitely wouldn't do anything I didn't want to do. If you agree with my plan, Lord Arne, then please let me use you. Alright, I'll spread the rumor. But even if it fools the gardener, what are the maid with him? Diana, I think she'll be okay, as long as we can manage to convince Kai. Just have to push through or whatever. Well, you would know best about the humans in this mansion. Though I'm a bit uncertain. Leave it to me. Very well. Evilly, bloodily, almightily! Nine toot! Just stop it already. Absolutely not. This is my proof that I'm still myself. I'm afraid I don't follow. I'll come with you to see the gardener. It should speed things along. Are you sure? I've already had an encounter with the maid and the gardener, and I already intended to show myself before everyone at the end. That's what a great detective does. This is dumb, to be honest. I see. Then go ahead. Go ahead and what? You'll suck my blood, right? You've already done it once, so go on, straight for the jugular. I suppose I'll test. Hey, drawing blood? Drawing blood again? Seriously? Your vibes are truly disgusting to me. He meant for the murder of the dad? Yeah, for the murder of the dad. You're mean! I see. No change in taste. It's a bit late, but don't you think it would be better if I went to meet them in my small form? I can't imagine it would be, because the detectives in stories are always so cool and stylish. Let's be off, idiot. What? Why the name-calling? The twin thing wouldn't work if he was small. She's a vampire, so technically he shouldn't be drinking her blood for sustenance. I mean, it's not uncommon. Lynn may need therapy. Yeah, maybe she would need therapy. It's not uncommon for vampires to drink each other's blood for power and stuff like that, so I mean, I guess that works, but still. That's the vibe killer right there. This is the room. Please try not to say anything weird. Not a problem. I just need to make him think I didn't do it, yes? Yes, but I'm sure they'll be super wary at first. Still, let's do our best. I know, I know. Okay, let's get down to it. Hip hip hurrah! Arne is leading. Hold on, what? Hey, wait for me! Gonna let me save again, time for another minigame. Just dropping in. Jeez, Lord Arne, what are you going in like that for? I don't need to meekly ask them permission to enter the room, surely. What did you come here for? Please, just leave us alone. Okay, so Diana's current alibi, with not being the one who killed, the dad, is that she is afraid of heights. She's acrophobic, and the one who was helping... the murderer who was helping Lord Reinweiß with the human transmutation in the first episode, there's a big passage down to the basement, very high up. Diana wouldn't be able to go down that ladder. She's on the second story and she doesn't want to think about leaving out a window from here, basically. See, this is what I mean. Diana, just bear with us a second. Please, listen to what we have to say. Award-winning smile. Yep, Arne, you're all nuts. I refuse. Get out of here at once. I came here to clear up a misunderstanding. Be at ease. Eek! What misunderstanding? You, the man sleeping in the bed. Stay away. Heights, animals, finesse. Again, he's the only one that's good with animals, so the fact that the dogs attacked Lynn is a thing. Then again, it might not be. It was not I who attacked you, it was my older twin brother. You had to call him old, too. That's nonsense. Diana! Mistress, what's gotten into you? It's alright, nothing like that will happen again. Also, the accomplice was very clearly an acrobat. Yeah. Please, believe me. But... take a good look, I'm not the one who attacked you, am I? You're his twin? That... does sound familiar. Kai? Diana, haven't you heard about that? Not in the least. First of all, we've never met him before. My twin brother is a violent one indeed. It's quite the embarrassment. It appears he troubled you greatly as well. Is that right? You know, now that you say that, it feels weirdly like you're not him. Yeah, it wasn't, technically. We managed to convince Kai. Now it's just Diana. Oh yeah, from the first part, I remember how fast the murderer was moving when I had to run away. Don't let Diana's words reach Kai. Oh no! What do I have to do? The maid didn't seem to trust the vampire's words, so she tried to question the gardener. How do I do this? How do I do this? No! How do I do this? I click on them? However, the girl shouted loudly over her words so they wouldn't reach the gardener. Okay. If you can clear minigames and reasoning without mistakes, you'll receive a reward. Yes, I know. What constantly changes the main story? Nothing changes the main story! But it's all fine! Yeah, surely! There's no problem! I don't like this. Even so, please don't worry! Okay, that actually scared me. I didn't like how that was working. Oh no, gaslighting vindicating. Look, Diana, it's all fine. Well... Is this man really a different person? Yeah, I think so. Technically not a lie. If you say so, Kai, then... I'm having everyone assemble, so would you two come as well? But... I'll protect the two of you. As the next head of the Reinweiß family, I won't let such an awful dispute happen again. If you are not the culprits, then you should accompany us. Your sneaking around is why you're under suspicion. I should have asked earlier, but who exactly are you? I am none other than let's hold off until everybody's present! Were you so readily to just casually declare yourself a vampire? Should I not? Absolutely not! I felt there was no need to hide it if we were appearing before humans, if I were appearing before humans anyway. We'll explain later, so you two go ahead to the waiting room. Huh? Okay? Sure, but okay? Kai, are you alright? I'm fine now. Besides, I don't want to stay in hiding anymore. Like that guy says, we should just go along with them. Understood. Well, we'll go to the waiting room ahead of you. Thank you very much. He's the detective I've hired! Nothing wrong with him! Yep. Well, we've assembled then now. Now we head to the final stage. But first, I need to think about the connection between you and I, Lord Arne. If you just go in front of everyone and say, I am none other than the famous vampire Arne Newington, then that'd be really bad. In that case, you may decide. I decide? Indicate to me what kind of relation would be most appropriate for this situation. Incidentally, I did spread the rumor that the residents that Lord Reinweiß is a great detective, so it would be convenient to have something that worked in tandem with that rumor. Then what if you're... my mentor? No, I was gonna say, he's my assistant! That's what I was gonna say. How about if you're my mentor? Not bad. It wouldn't be unnatural for there to be a teacher or a mentor who taught me to be a detective. The great detective Lord Reinweiß has a grandiose detective mentor. Yes, by connecting it to your rumor, I'd probably be able to spread that one. Grandiose detective? You're a great detective. As such, it's natural that I be greater, yes? Well, sure, but... and I don't want people to think I'm on the same level as you. Did you really need to say that? What are you on about? It's important. Understood, Lord Arne. So you're my mentor, and a grandiose detective. Well then, let's spread it now. That couldn't be taken suggestively. Now all the preparations are in order. Let us go, Lord Reinweiß. Hey, why are you interrupting? On the contrary, why do I need to wait every time? Okay, you are the Watson to my Sherlock. Arne, I hate everything about this. Yes, exactly. I would pose him as... See, I knew it. Kai's the killer. I'm trying to explain to you how that isn't true. Stop it, Byrne. Maybe you should just shut your trap. Byrne, get a hold of yourself. Quite the delightful scene we have here. Geez, stop hurrying ahead on your own. Don't blame the shortness of your legs on me. It's the height difference! Mistress, who is this? Don't worry about me. Rather, let me see the rest of your argument. What? He'll introduce himself shortly. Lord Arne, what are you doing stirring them up too? I had no intention of that. A new person showing up at this point? I've got it. This time... This must be the true culprit. You should really keep your mouth shut, Bernard. Seriously, you... Lord Arne? Firstly, all of you sit down and relax. Why is someone who suddenly showed up running the show? Yeah, no kidding, if you don't explain yourself. Who indeed doth you be? Mistress, an explanation please. Oh no, if we're getting Burned and Hines to agree on something, you know it's gotta be serious. Stroke the ego, stroke it hard. Burned, let's sit for now. That might be a good idea. Sit down! All of you. It's a pleasure to meet you. I suppose I'll say that my name is Arne. That's a nice bow. Arne, you say it? I love this picture. I imagine you are aware that Lynn Reinweiß here is a great detective. Huh? Mistress Lynn is what? You didn't know, Kai? The detective beauty of the millennium! The very reincarnation of Sherlock Holmes! You know? I had no idea. And who trained the great detective Lynn Reinweiß? None other than me. You've heard the rumors, I'm sure. It can't be. The grandiose detective of the millennium? The very reincarnation of Sherlock Holmes! Sherlock Holmes got reincarnated twice? Yes. Little did everyone know, Arne did not use any vampire powers, he just used his dad voice. Yes. It seems things here were a bit too much for Lynn Reinweiß to handle alone. So I've come to finish the job. Aha! I've seen this plot beat in books, too! Now, I've gathered you all here. I take it you know what that means. You figured out who killed the master? Precisely! Who could it have been? Now we will begin a delightful production, which shall bring the killer to light. Lord Arne's really getting into this. It feels like he's putting in some dramatic flair. But ever since he appeared, everyone's been caught up in this atmosphere. Maybe this is how a detective should act? That said, it'd be a bore to simply guess at the killer. Woman, come over here. Dolph, you mean me? You're the only woman in my sight, am I mistaken? I am very much a woman, verily. Never hath I considered myself a man, forsooth. I don't quite understand what you're saying, but at any rate, come here. Not to worry, I won't fight. Understoodeth. You have quite a tortured way of speaking, don't you? Nothing of the sort of... He just came out and said it! No subtlety whatsoever. Why aren't I... Surely you're not gonna be like, Elise is the killer, right? I would never do something so trite. Good, so Elise isn't the killer. That I said nothing about. What? You, old coot. What? How rude! Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Allow me to apologize. Incidentally, we have two detectives. Would you happen to know what kind of entertainment can unfold at a time like this? A battle of reasoning in which they throw theories at one another, perhaps? Exactly. Lynn Reinweiß. Yes! I will present my theory that this maid is the killer. What are you saying? As such, you must give your all to stop me. You're joking, right? I am not. We both possess the same information. It shouldn't be possible, should it? Why? Because it's more delightful this way. But this maid stands now on the gallows. What are you... Very much Angels of Death flashbacks. You're serious about this? If you cannot save this maid, it will prove my theory correct. And this maid shall be your father's killer. Do you take issue with that? Why are you making me do this? You're a great detective, are you not? Now, you ought not finish that sentence. Take a look at this maid's face. Mistress, please, don't kill me. Please save me. Elise? You're a great detective, so it must be fine, right? What indeed did you want from me? Think back, Lynn Reinweiß. What is this show that's about to begin? I get it. So that's what it is. Elise, it'll be okay, because I'm the next head of the Reinweiß family, and a great detective. Leave everything to me. Mistress! That was a close one, Lynn Reinweiß. No kidding, I nearly neglected to rise to the stage. So this is the play you prepared for me, where I'm the star. I didn't ask for a script that has the main character losing, you know. Well, we'll see about that. Perhaps it's a tragedy. It's already a tragedy, I don't want it to be more of one. In that case, act like the star, Lynn Reinweiß. Alright, Lord Arne, let's see if this is the proper stage for me. Okay, good, they're letting me save before we start this. Split personality. Yes, it seems like the Attack of the Clones. I did not get paid enough for this. So Elise is innocent, since this is obviously a bad ending game. So Elise is innocent since this is obviously a bad ending game. Yeah, it appears so. Okay, everybody. I'm going to need to use the mouse again, aren't I? Now, Lynn Reinweiß, this is your final stage. I shall explain the rules of this delightful game, and you and I will be playing. Please do. I will tell you my theory, proposing that this maid is your father's killer. If it is mistaken, point out how. If you cannot find a flaw, this maid is the killer. All this I've said already, but should you prove my theory incorrect, we will then switch roles. It won't be the end? That wouldn't be settling anything, would it? I guess you're right, but... So then I also... Indeed, choose someone and theorize that they are the killer. I have to theorize. Be at ease, Lynn Reinweiß. If your theory is wrong, I will certainly point it out. Unless you can create a flawless theory, the wrong person will not be named the killer. So then, that being said, do not submit crude theories. Even if the person you choose is the killer, I will point out any holes in your theory. True, I can't imagine you making a mistake. Meanwhile, I don't think I'll make a perfect theory. So basically, on my turn, I can't let myself pick the killer. And on your turn, if you pick the killer, you'll definitely have a flawless theory. Understood. I'll make good use of your theories, Lord Arne. Come, Lynn Reinweiß, let us dance joyfully together. Okay, guys. So Elise is obviously not the killer. Now let us begin. Arne's turn. Go right ahead. Prattling on about details would only make this drag on. As far as motive, any thoughts that we might come up with would be little more than fantasies. As such, for this maid, I will choose to focus on her escape from the room. This maid herself testified that she went to the 3rd floor before Lynn Reinweiß. She had a daily routine of bringing her master medicine. She could certainly enter simply by being invited in. After knocking you out, it wouldn't be difficult for her to push her master down into the basement. There were many weapons in the storeroom as well. She could also be capable of beheading the fake corpse. But the real question is her escape. The guard testifies that your father's room was locked. Thus, she must have locked the door and left the room, but this maid does not have a master key. The door cannot be locked from the outside, and your father's master key remained with his corpse. However, there was a route only this maid could use, namely the vents. After locking the door from inside the room, she escaped into the storeroom using the vents. This is how it was possible for her to murder your father. So is my theory mistaken? Objection! Select all mistaken claims. There may be more than one. Ugh. Let's see. The girl pointed out all the errors in the vampire's theory. Okay. Click an image to select it. Be sure to select everything that's wrong. Click an image again to deselect it. Okay? Once you've made your selections, click the O in the bottom, the target O, whatever's on the bat down there. Okay. All mistaken claims. Gosh dang it. All this information. Can I press the escape button? Oh, I can! Am I playing as Arne right now? We're going to save right here. Don't put me on the spot like this! Alexa, play Objection by Ace Attorney. Yep. She's not plugged in right now, so we're not gonna have that happen again. I don't know what these... Okay, Elise had a daily routine of taking medicine to her master, which she did. Elise doesn't have a master key. Elise escaped through the vents. There may be more than one. Again, I've been playing this, so I should know that this is obvious, but let's see what we got here. It's one of these things that he said. At least one of them is false. Which is why... Okay, notes. Other alibis... what's Elise's alibi? Went to the kitchen before midnight to get water... Drink medicine... Saying it was unnecessary... She tried to pour the water into the vase after thinking about 5 minutes... Acrophobia. Boring. Other. We're gonna collect things. I got nothing, you guys. Okay, what do we have? Select all mistaken claims. I don't remember if they said something about her having a... about her not having a master key. But the room was unlocked. It doesn't matter whether or not she has the key, right? Her escaping through the vent. I don't know, maybe she's too clumsy. I don't know. Daily routine of taking medicine to her master. Okay, so it says there may be more than one, but we have to at least point out this one, right? Because of that whole thing. Whatever. Will you go with this? Yeah, sure, why not? I want to say she's too clumsy to crawl through the vents, but whatever. We'll go with this. Elise had a daily routine of taking medicine to her master. That's where you're wrong. You've disappointed me. Incorrect. Why? Why is it incorrect? Answer me. What did I just see there, anyway? Point out the mistake. Why is it incorrect? Whatever, we're just gonna trial and error this. I don't care. I don't care. She couldn't have escaped through the vents, and why is that? When I went through there, there was a den of dust bunnies. That's right, it was filled with dust. If Elise had gone through there, it should have been cleaned out of much of the dust. Precisely. Okay, so that's what we had to work with? Mistress Lynn, thank you much. Very much. I'm glad to know you're not the killer, Elise. You experienced those events personally, so that was a simple one, yes? But do keep up that pace. We might find the killer with surprisingly little effort. We've still only gone through one person. I know that's not enough to satisfy you, Lord Arne. Haha, you understand me rather well. Next is your turn, Lord Reinweiß. Choose someone to present as a killer. Okay, that's bull. Yeah, it is bull. Lynn's turn. Lord Arne is serious. If I came up with a theory using some complicated trick, I'm sure I'd make a mistake somewhere. I don't have that kind of talent. And if the person I choose is the killer, I'll be giving them an escape route. So I have no choice but to choose people I know can't have done it, and have Lord Arne point out the flaws. I select Heinz. Okay, so Heinz isn't the killer? I didn't get to choose! You should have had me choose! That's not fair! Now present your theory why this person is the killer. Heinz left the kitchen into the dining room? Rejected. The guard should have been in the dining room, all the while leaving the kitchen undetected. Would be nigh impossible. Well, then he went to the courtyard. Also rejected. Unless I selected without... If there was mention of the dust, then it wasn't made clear. No, they mentioned the dust last time. They mentioned the dust in the last thing, and I was trying to think of details from last time, but that wasn't what this was. Also, did I accidentally select Kai, or did she do that on her own? There are guard dogs in the courtyard. If they bark, that guard would notice. Anything else? Nothing else. This should be fine. I have knife wounds on my back, Lord Arne, because I know Heinz couldn't have killed Father. I do understand your thinking, but even so, come up with some better theories. If you honestly intend to use me, then give the great Arne some entertainment. Right. Whatever, we'll go back and do this again a different time. Oh, screw you, King. Yeah, they should have given the choice. I knew it. What? Now it's my turn. If he chooses burned, since the woman before was a maid, I shall select the other maid. Acrophobia! Diana? From her testimony, there is no question that she acted together with the gardener. As such, I shall present a theory in which they were collaborators. So if I can't find any flaw, both of them are the killers. Kai's wounds haven't fully healed yet, so I'll represent the both of us. I mind not. Put your hopes in Lynn Reinweiß. Oh, screw you, game. Yeah, they should have given a choice. They should have. I already read that, but they really should have. Without further ado, my theory is, these two had no business going to your father's room like the previous maid did. In other words, our point of focus should be how they intruded into his room. Listen carefully now. Yes? The gardener used the ladder to get from the courtyard to the second-floor guest room, and naturally he used the same ladder to make it to the third floor as well. However, while the ladder was being dragged around, bringing it up to the second floor is no easy task. If you're alone, that is. Yes, that seems fair. We're gonna use the acrophobia argument this time, definitely. It's burned! It's burned! However, the maid was in the guest room, so the two of them pulled the ladder onto the terrace. One of the two entered into the mansion to visit your father's room and get his attention. During this time, the other entered through the window in his room and concealed themselves. This also explains why the door was locked, because the maid possesses a master key. In addition, the gardener was able to take the murder weapon and the head outside the mansion. So, is my theory mistaken? Objection! Okay, the girl pointed out errors in the vampire's theory. Let's see, what do we have here? Select all. Kai climbed the ladder from the courtyard to the terrace. That's possible. The two cooperated to lift the ladder onto the terrace. One of them went inside and headed to the master's room. Okay, what do we have here? It's burned. It's burned. Gosh, I hope so. That would be great. Kai climbed the ladder from the courtyard to the terrace. The two cooperated to lift the ladder onto the terrace. Okay, that one can't be it because she's acrophobic. One of them went inside and headed to the master's room. Climbed the ladder from the courtyard to the terrace. Okay, question. At what point are we talking about? Gosh, I hope it's burned! If they pull something out and say it's Gordon in the end, I'm gonna be so mad! Select all the mistakes, there may be more than one. There may be more. Hey, I am Boot. I have a question. Is, Miss Bones watching right now? She hasn't been in the chat. Select all mistaken claims. There's probably gonna be more than one, and I'm trying to figure out which one is the least plausible. He's good at climbing, so it's not like that's not a thing. He would have been out in the garden because he's the freaking gardener. One of them headed inside to the master's room. This is the only one I can think of. YOLO. I don't know. I just don't have the stuff. Yes, I'll go with this. Diana and Kai couldn't have worked together to lift the ladder onto the terrace. Why is that? Diana has an extreme fear of heights, so she can't so much as go out on the terrace. And you're also wrong about one of them going through the house to Father's room. Why is that? Zishie testified that no one left the guest room until Burns screamed. Ah, that would be it. That's a contradiction. Correct again, Lynn Reinweiß. Right, because anybody in the audience currently knows about the mirror wolf boy person. Right. Mistress Lynn, thank you very much. That's our mistress. It's only natural when you two didn't. It's only natural when you two didn't do it. When you two didn't do it. Oh, I get it. It's only natural when you two didn't do it. Well done seeing through my 2 traps, but this would hardly be worth my time if you couldn't see through something that simple. There are 2 people remaining. Lynn Reinweiß, you took a cowardly move earlier selecting the chef, but will you do the same again? I can't theorize as skillfully as you, Lord Arne, so I have to choose someone whose actions are restricted. In other words, someone who's very likely not the killer. So you say. Our game thus far has not decided the killer. Lynn Reinweiß, the next person you choose will also be someone highly unlikely to be the killer. In essence, the one who you do not choose is the one whom you suspect. Burn! 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 It's burned! Why do you have to say that? Have I said anything mistaken? Work up your resolve. That's what it means to find the killer among this lot. You must choose, Lynn Reinweiß. Be at ease. I will dispute the guilt of that person you choose. So choose the one who you do not want to be the killer. I'll... Let me save! Thank you, I'm gonna choose Gordon. Miss Bones will come in a little bit. She's talking to a wanderer. Yay! Mistress, I'm afraid it's your bedtime. I don't wanna. I can't sleep till Mother and Father come back. What are they doing? Your father and mother are having a grown-up conversation with guests that have come to visit. You must not interfere with them. How about this, mistress? I'll read you a story until you fall asleep. Really? Until I fall asleep? So if I don't fall asleep, you'll read forever? Indeed. Should you fail to fall asleep, I suppose I'll just have to read forever. So Gramps will have to read me stories all the way until morning. Yay! I would be grateful if you slept before then. Unless it gives me a scene with Burn directly after this, I'm gonna be upset. I want them to give me the choice! If they allowed me to choose who the killer was, you know what would be interesting? Yeah! There you are, mistress. I heard from Father, so this room is going to be remodeled? This room is full of memories with Mother. Why would he? Does he even care about her anymore? The Master loves your mother even now. That is why he said this room was much too painful without her here. I'm so worried. My memories of Mother only get further away with time, so to lose this room, too. You need not worry, mistress. Precious memories remain no matter how much time passes. I say this having lived many years more than you, so trust my experience. I hope you're right. To prove it, Shall I tell stories of when you were just born, mistress? You were so fond of my mustache that you were always pulling at it. So she doesn't want it to be him. Mistress Lynn, of course you'll pick me, right? I mean, I'm not the killer. Look, don't you think Gordon did it? I'm a guard, you know. It's my job to protect everyone, right? Gordon's gone silent. He can't even make excuses, I'm sure of it. I choose... Burned! Say it! Burned! Burned, you're the killer! It's actually, it'd be cheap but interesting. Cute, yep. I choose Gordon. What? You gotta be kidding me! Silence, human. This game is between myself and Lynn Reinweiß. Do not add unnecessary comments. Gah! Well then, Lynn Reinweiß, so you've chosen the old coot. Can you make a theory pinning him as the culprit? There'd have to be a way from his room to the 3rd floor that avoided detection by both the guard and Zisir. There isn't. I don't know how. So then the old coot is not the killer either. In short, we're accusing Burned. You're wrong, it's not me! I thought you were suspicious from the start. You would also know the residents' actions and thus find gaps to act within. Also, Rule 1, the first witness did it. Wasn't that written in the book you read? Seriously, you've got it wrong! How unsightly, you should just give up and confess. Ha ha ha! What is this? This is dumber than the dumbest gag comic. Yep, Burn, they just proved it there. Gah! Yeah, God is right. Gordon and Lynn's relationship just got super cute. It's always been like that. He's always been worried that he's not gonna be like Gramps anymore. Hey, what the hell? Why are you looking at me like that? So it was you after all. He was suspicious from the start. Burned. Why? Sure, burned. Show me some evidence. There's no proof I killed him, right? Evidence, you say? It completely slipped my mind. You! Well, don't fret. I'll go get some now. Just wait patiently until I return. The rest of you don't lay a finger on the guard without evidence. Without evidence, we haven't confirmed him as the killer. Sure, bring whatever you think you can, because there's definitely nothing. And you all keep your grubby mitts off of me, or it ain't gonna be pretty. Lynn and Reinweiß, come along. Okay? Why are we doing this? We're dragging it out. We don't need some... I'm expecting some sort of third act reveal here. But not Byrne. That was decently entertaining, Lynn Reinweiß. Lord Arne, is Byrne really the killer? Why would you think that? Eh? If that were a fair way to decide the decide the killer, we could have left it to a majority vote. What? Then, was that all? Was all that? It means a means for me to have some fun. Don't do this! Byrne had better be the killer. Didn't I say as much? It would be a bore to simply guess at the killer. You're kidding! Then what was I fighting so desperately for? That was not in vain. You demonstrated clear reasons why some could not have done the deed. Incidentally, our game didn't so much as touch upon the means of decapitation or the murder weapon, yes? So it could be Heinz! Didn't you think it was strange that it was all about the methods of intrusion? Well, a murder weapon wouldn't have been necessary to kill Father. You can't just consider these things piecemeal. Also, it's difficult to ignore something as unique as a headless corpse. Game? Yeah, I'm distraught. Long game. It's not the fact that it's long, it's the fact that you think it could end here, or here, or here, and it's like, no, we're not done yet. No, this is pretentious. Of course, I did intentionally not bring it up. Did you? Normally, one would consider not just actions at the time of the crime, but the murder weapon and the method. However, we know things that we normally would not. This gave us a clear picture of the servant's actions, and thus we gave them undue focus. Lynn Reinweiß, why did we have such knowledge? The reason we knew things that we shouldn't really know. Ah! The girl stood in front of the source of their knowledge. The mirrors! What Zishier saw from here is the information we shouldn't actually know. Lord Arne, it's the mirrors, right? Indeed. Do you not realize? Huh? So it isn't the mirrors? Well, never mind. Indeed, I refer to the mirrors. You realized as well, didn't you, Zishier? Her reflection is still showing up in the mirror, you guys. But at least this is fun, yeah, it is a little fun. Ridiculous, but fun. Huh? Wonder what you mean? I was just trying to help out. Where are you now? What are you getting at? This is what I'm getting at. You still have a reflection, Lynn! If we ignore the information Zishier saw from the mirror... Hold on, did you really need to break it? Of course, have I done anything without a reason? Pretty frequently, yes! There's a reason for all my actions, namely my entertainment. God, I understood as much, but to hear you say it without hesitation... I'd like to keep talking if you don't mind. Jeez, yes, please continue. Give me a minute. Auto-adjust my position again. Still good. Indeed, if we ignore any information that Zishier saw, there's only one person who could move freely around the time of the crime, isn't there? And they could go in and out of your father's room and even go to the basement. There was also an opportunity for them to put that note in your room. And they knew that vase had been broken. When there was no way of knowing. What a fool. Huh? Mistress Lynn, is something the matter? Hey, hold it right there! Shut up, what are you doing not letting a guard, huh? And I gotta score at least a couple of points in my favor before you guys name me a killer. Please, wait, if you run like that, your wounds! It's alright, the mistress was more important. Please holdeth your horses, everyone! Trying to lure everyone out at once? That saves me some time. Huh? What do you mean? Lynn Reinweiß, stay here and block the path of everyone who comes this way. More minigames! Help block the way! Hold on a second! Somebody needs to make an Among Us parody of this game. Oh yeah, because of Everybody Is Sus. As I thought, you stayed behind. Are we going to see a shadow? What a sloppy crime it turned out to be, once I realized the answer. No tricks or anything. Well, though, I suppose you may be right. That such things weren't necessary for you. But even forgiving that, your killing of Lord Reinweiß was far too crude. Somebody needs to make it among us parody of this game. Yeah, you just said that. What was I going to say? Kai was the one who was wounded, so he's the one they were worried about running out there. Somebody just convinced them all to go out. I lost my train of thought. Wasn't that practically an admission of who you really are? Well... Who is the murderer? Open the floor mat or click tab. The vampire is ready to name the killer. Use the information you've gathered to select who it is. If you want to view a map of the mansion, or click or tap here to open it up. Why? Okay, so they want us to look through all of the information that we currently have. Again, I'm ready to just straight up say it's Hines, because he was the first person that Arne named. He's the only person who might actually have a weapon because knives and all that other stuff. Oh, finally. Yeah, finally I get to choose, right? Well, let's go with Hines. Is Hines the chef, the one who killed Lynn's father? I still think that he's the one who did it. Because I don't want to say that it's Gordon, because that's too obvious. And it's not Kai, because he couldn't have killed Lynn. She's acrophobic, so you can't pick her. Oh, no. Lynn was the one who picked Hines, which is why we wanted to think that it wasn't him. Whatever, we're picking Hines. Absolutely certain, whatever. Even if I'm wrong, it's gonna be dumb, right? Even if I'm wrong. Judge. Of course, this could just be a, Why are you here? Huh? Should I not be? No, he shouldn't be? I need to get rid of these. It's not Gordon, is it? I'm gonna be mad if it is. We're just gonna go down the line because these three are the most sus. Yeah, sure, absolutely certain. I don't really get it. Whatever. So it's you, old coot. So it was? Young one, you should watch your mouth. Dumb! Dang it! Ahaha, young one, am I young to you? What have you been going on about? I haven't the foggiest idea. Sorry, I did my best, but everybody came rushing at me! And anyway, there's no way I'd be ready to block the way all of a sudden. Don't worry, I had no such expectation to begin with. What? At least have a little expectation? But what were you talking with Gordon about? Nothing of great significance. Only that he killed your father and attempted to kill you. What? Oh my god, the butler did it, right? This is the worst. I wanted it to be burned so badly. The time is nearing for this delightful production to come to an end. Let's say we dub it simply the Reinweiß murder. The culprit of this Reinweiß murder, the one who killed Lord Reinweiß's father, was this old coot. Hold on a second, Gordon has an alibi and no motive. Motive? Is such a thing necessary? That's just after-the-fact reasoning you humans append just so that you can accept it, is it not? He killed him because he was bored. Killed him because he thought he could. Killed him just because. Killed him for no reason. Those are perfectly sufficient reasons to me. But... And besides, Lord Reinweiß and I narrowed the choices down to this old coot and the guard, did we not? However, guard, you couldn't have done it, could you? Of course not. And there we are. You yourself understood that the guard couldn't have done it, surely. He could not prepare a headless corpse. And why is that? Burned... Couldn't do blood? We're really going with this? He faints at the sight of blood, so he couldn't have made that crime scene. Lame! Well now, so you do understand. As Lord Reinweiß says, the guard is too incompetent for murder. You don't have to be mean about it. That leaves the old Knut as the last suspect. So, tell me your actions around the time of the crime once more. Before midnight, I was reading in my room the whole time. Around 12:15, I believed it would be. I went to the kitchen to discuss food with Heinz. After 12:30, Diana came to get me, so I headed to the master's room. That seems so different from what Lord Reinweiß told me. Yet something in your words contradicts my information. Lord Reinweiß, determine what it is. I don't know. Don't give up right out of the gate. Think about it. I don't know who this old coot is to you, but feelings are unnecessary for reasoning. Seek only the truth, for that is the tale you desired. I was reading in my room the whole time. Click here to switch between pictures of prior information. Went to the kitchen, Diana came to me. Click here to switch between Gordon's statements. There's a single contradiction between some prior information and Gordon's statements. Once you've paired the contradictory elements, click the check to confirm your choices. The one on this side will do the same. Okay. I went to the kitchen. Is this combination contradictory? No, is there a glitch here? Oh, I don't like this. Okay. I was reading in my room, I went to the kitchen, Diana came to get me. I was reading in my room the whole time, I went to the kitchen, Diana came to get me. No. I was reading in my room the whole time, I went to the kitchen, Diana came to get me. Wait, switch back to the other one. No. Switch back. I'm missing something! Okay. Guys. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do here? I'm confused. I went to the kitchen, Diana came to get me. Time to go into our info. Well, there we go. Combination contradictory. I think it's... Guys! Oh, there are the arrows! Oh, for crying out loud. Yes, we're gonna say it's this. It's completely and utterly wrong. Think about it properly. I'm confused! I've got nothing. All evidence I found said he couldn't have been the culprit, but it's probably the Diana bit. I tried! It's like this with this, with that with this. Yeah, whatever, we're gonna go through everything. That statement of his is unusual. Find some better past context to compare it with. This one? It's out the Diana bit? I'm confused! This scene is broken. It is broken. The contradiction between Gordon saying he stayed in his room and what we learned of the past. Yeah, it is. It feels broken. I'm missing something, guys. Yeah, sure, why not? We're gonna go through everything. There's a contradiction along lines of Gordon knowing something that he shouldn't. Something's not working here. Oh, another one. There we go. Is there a third picture? Yes, there was a third picture. I found it. There was a third picture. I found it. There might be a fourth one, too. If Gordon was really in his room the whole time, he shouldn't have known about the vase Elise broke. Precisely! There we go. There was a third picture. That was my bad. Still, I couldn't see anything. That was very difficult to navigate. If you supposedly stayed in your room, why did you know the vase had been broken? Come to think of it, that slipped my mind. I thought I heard something breaking, so I went to look. So you did go look? Well, you're an old coot after all. I'll grant you might forget a thing or two. And you didn't meet the maid there? I did not. I would wager she had gone somewhere to dispose of the broken vase. I simply connected the dots of the wet floor and the missing vase and the sound I'd heard. The maid took about 5 minutes cleaning up. You must have been walking awfully slowly. I was at a good part in my book, you see. Such a lousy excuse. Are you sure you didn't notice the vase being gone? The vase being gone while heading back from the master's room to yours? What proof do you have of that? Oh, very sorry indeed. Very well, that isn't the important part. So you went up the stairs from your room and saw the vase missing in the second floor hallway. That is correct. Ha 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 ha, so he says. That's... Change the subject. Were you aware that Lynn Reinweiß was attacked by the dogs? Say again! She was called out there by a note. Any ideas about that? I had absolutely no knowledge of the mistress landing in such a perilous situation. You instigated the mistress, didn't you? It was surely your detectiving that caused her to... Lynn Reinweiß chose that herself. I was in no way responsible. Now then, Lynn Reinweiß, think carefully. While you were all disputing in the dining room, I was still in your room. I left right around that time the tall maid came bursting out of the dining room. Who could have gone to put that note in your room? When Bernd ran out of the dining room, Heinz went after him. And you and I know that Diana and Kai were in the guest room. That means the old coot and the short maid remained in the dining room. But the short maid wasn't ordered by somebody to go look for you, was she? Was ordered to go look for you, wasn't she? That's... After that, Lynn Reinweiß was attacked by someone and nearly died. She was attacked from behind in the bath. The marks, like 3 large claws, were left on her back. Impressive of them to enter without anyone noticing. Who indeed could be capable of that? Lynn Reinweiß, you must know, yes. That can't possibly be. It's inconceivable! Hey, you two, I was wondering. Who's this Gordon guy? Is he a werewolf or something? Are we gonna get that kind of reveal? Huh? What are you saying? Zishe, is that true? What would I lie for? The 2 maids, the gardener, the guard, the chef, those 5 work in this mansion, right? But the butler, Gordon, who the heck is that? So it's true, Zishe didn't see him. It seems you finally understand. No, he's a vampire! Oh my gosh! It's this kind of third act reveal. If you didn't wish to say it, I will present the truth. I'll do it. Hehehe, that's our Lynnie. Good luck finishing this up. That's good enough for you, Arne. That good enough for you, Arne? Yes, no issues here. Because he can't see anything that's not reflected in the mirrors. Gordon is a vampire, eh? I was the one who wanted to find the killer, no matter how painful it would be. I'd learn the truth and catch the culprit. Why couldn't it have been Bird? To do that, I abandoned my humanity and became a vampire. But we can still see your reflection in the sprite. Then again, the game could just be broken. In my theory battle with Lord Arne, we proved most of the suspects couldn't have done it. There were clear reasons why they couldn't create the locked room or get inside or go to the 3rd floor. However, we made those judgments based on information and assumed the killer was human. But there's a situation in which that information is rendered meaningless. Gordon, you're... a vampire, aren't you? Of all the things I thought you'd say. You must cease joking around like this, mistress. I'm not joking in the slightest! If you're not a vampire, Gordon, then go stand in front of that mirror right now. I need not go along with your wild delusions. How utterly foolish. Come on, Gordon, at least give her that. If it'll satisfy Lynn, what's the harm? Besides, you got knocked out alongside me. Isn't that better proof than any that Gordon isn't the killer? Haha, right, that happened as well. Chef, it was I who attacked you. Granted, there were circumstances, but I shall apologize regardless. Sorry for that. I don't know if I can just accept that. However, I did not attack that old coot. I suspect he hit himself and ran into something to play the victim. Yes? What in the world would he do that for? Would you think someone who was attacked is the killer? Ah, now that you mention it. However, I would never go out of the front door. Once I left the entryway, that would surely be outside. And unfortunately, the key I left with Lord Reinweiß is no more. You know what that means, don't you, old coot? What indeed could you be talking about? That's enough! Lord Arne, hand over Zishir. True, that would be faster. That's... Zishir, don't show up, okay? Gah! Gordon isn't showing up in the mirror! Did Elise just talk normally? You all know vampires don't appear in mirrors, right? You were in Father's room from the start! And after killing him, you just walked normally back to your room! Arne, boy! Well done, Lord Reinweiß. I shall offer a supplement. The theory battle between Lord Reinweiß and I was meant to confirm which humans could not have killed her father. Lord Reinweiß tinkered with the mirrors in this mansion. Lord Reinweiß tinkered with the mirrors in this mansion in advance, you see, giving us a full picture of any humans who passed in front of the mirror. The fact is, for a time, we believed the claim that you were reading in your room. However, you confessed it yourself. You passed through the west side of the second floor. But that alone can't. Really, there should have been a clear murder weapon, like an axe left next to the headless corpse, or the kitchen knife! And you could have tried to kill Lord Reinweiß with a knife or the like. If you'd done that, even if I knew you were a vampire, I probably wouldn't have thought you the killer. A story beat would have put a mirror in Gordon's face before saying this. After all, a proud vampire would never deign to kill with human methods. Perhaps by making use of brute strength, you thought you'd remove yourself an old coot as a suspect. But with the knowledge that you're a vampire, it's just a clear confession that you're the killer. I suppose there's no avoiding it. I think he can shapeshift too, you guys. So it was you, Gordon? Why did you kill Father? Have you been deceiving us the whole time? He's trying to revive, the other vampire. He's trying to revive, what's his name? The one whose name I knew right before I started this. That isn't the case at all, Mistress Lynn. I thought of you like a true granddaughter. No, like a granddaughter. I also thought of your father and mother like family. Then why kill Father? I thought it not so bad to live amongst humans yet. About a month ago, I believe the Master won the bid in a certain auction. It was for Lord Noxerer's heart. Lord Noxerer? Yes, Lord Noxerer, my liege whom I truly serve. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I see, so then it became a question of priorities. Indeed. The Master ordered me to gather human body parts so he could use that heart to revive his wife. But I wished to revive Lord Noxerer more than her, that's all it came down to. So I went out with the Master night after night to kill humans, though killing too many in so short a time caused it to become a bit harder to act. So once you gathered the parts for Noxerer's revival, you killed your Master to get him out of the way. But that isn't the only reason you killed him, is it? You plan to take over this house. Incidentally, I found a bite mark on this girl's arm while I was dressing her. You intended to make Lord Reinweiß your puppet, didn't you? Huh? I was unable to make her a puppet, with no will of her own. But I could make it so that she wouldn't defy my orders. Or so it should have been. To think the mistress had her blood sucked before me. No wonder she wouldn't die, seeing as I couldn't control her either. What do you mean? You sucked my blood? After knocking you out, mistress, I did suck your blood through your arm. However, since you did not fall under my control, it must mean you were already not human. For vampires can only make puppets out of humans. I don't understand what you're saying. I mean, I mean, that can't be right, can it? I've always been human. But it's a shame. I intended to make you the family head and control you from the shadows. After reviving my liege, I knew the best way for vampires to make their comeback would be to control the nobility. The master was useless, frail in mind and body, so you were more suitable, mistress. Well, never mind Lord Reinweiß for now. More importantly, why prepare a headless corpse? Surely that could have been her father. That could have just been her father. The master's plan was to revive his wife, fake his death, and have the three of us sneak away. As I said before, I thought of the master and his wife like family, so I planned to let the two of them be together by using their body parts for my liege. However, if the master went missing instead of dying, Mistress Lynn may have tried to search for him endlessly. My control was not powerful enough to refute her strong will, so it was necessary that the master, in fact, be killed. I see. And if you had gotten a hold of any real power, you could have made any random human into the killer. Once the killer was apprehended, even Lord Reinweiß would give up. Is that it? All that remained was to revive my liege once everyone had fallen asleep. So you didn't anticipate the guard arriving after all? Yes, that was not part of the plan with the master. Perhaps he anticipated that he would be killed. Your presence was also most unexpected. Truly, things just wouldn't go my way. Considering that, you don't seem too worried. Naturally. I remembered hearing rumor of you, Lord Anointo. Ah, you know me? That you were the most heinous of vampires created when our kings sacrificed their hearts. However, you've now foolishly had them taken, and now do such idiocy as detective work, so I heard. Ha ha ha, what a cruel rumor. A weak vampire with only 1/9 of the power from his heyday is no match for me. Vampire fight! Vampire fight! Vampire fight! Yeah, there we go. Gahahaha! I see, no need for a murder weapon with arms like those. Well suited for lopping off a head, too. And being a vampire, you could stick the head in a bag and carry it around without it appearing in mirrors. So what do you plan to do that was worth showing us your ugly true colors? I shall have both of you die. I suppose that would be the easiest option. Lord Reinweiß, get away from him. I wasn't human to start with? Guns, yeah, guns. Lord Arne! Ha 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 ha, you call yourself knowing to it. Yet this is all you can do? You can do more. What's this? You're a fool. It doesn't matter if I have 1/9 my power. The heart in this body is still 100% a king's. Do you think a weakling like you can contend with a king? Yes, run away uncouthly. Now then, Lord Reinweiß, I shall be giving chase, but... Lord Arne, just what am I? Well, now your hand's bleeding. Lord Arne! No change at all in your blood. Lord Reinweiß, what indeed are you? What do you mean? You should have become a vampire after making a pact with me, but my blood is not mixed in. In other words, you haven't become a vampire. I was right about her having a reflection in the mirror. So that means I wasn't human, doesn't it? However, when I drink your blood, I can temporarily gain power. No other animal's blood will do. It has to be human blood. What does that mean? It means you are human, Lord Reinweiß. Well, we can't be spending time fretting about your body. I need to do some after-show cleanup. Lord Arne, please be safe. But of course. What is going on? Heinz, Baron, Kai, Diana, and Elise, I have absolutely no idea what's going on right now. Why are you letting him lick your hand, mistress? Vampire fight. Vampire fight. Moving again. My leg fell asleep. What's the matter? Can't even run? If you have the power of a king, then I'm sure it would be pointless to try. And neither do I have any chance of winning. Why, how boring. Put up some more resistance and entertain me. In fact, I won't even mind if you use my heart. I'm sure you have it, don't you? So you've even seen through to that. But you shall regret it. My liege, Lord Noxerer. He surely can't defeat you. How amusing. Use all of my body, Lord. Let Lord Noxerer return here and now. Lord Noxer! Forever! Is he gonna transform into the other guy? Ah, so he is. Look at this edgelord. I was waiting for him to show up. Been a while since I had flesh. You know how it feels? You know how it feels having it be an old coot of all things? Got Soul Eater vibes going on here. I'm talking to you, annoying toad. I want to see this other series burned. Yeah, I think I'd like to go back to the world in which I am the logical choice. So you're Noxer, I must say. You look just as stupid as you sound. What? Ain't you the real idiot for getting my heart stolen from you? I was opposed from the start, you know, gathering up the hearts of other weak-ass vampires. Wasn't no way it'd make somebody stronger than me. I think I get it. You're feeling that weakest member of the Big Four role. That's it, I'm a murderize ya. I'll suck out all your blood. This time I'll be Nointo. What's this? When vampires fight each other, it can take a long-ass time to come to a conclusion. Aha, so you set the stage for a battle with our blood on the line. You got it. When you're part of one of these blood feuds, whoever loses pays with their blood. Now, welcome to my stage. Let's get killing! Intriguing. Let us dance joyfully beneath the crimson moon. Why is the moon red? Whatever, maybe this is an alternate universe. Maybe the red moon is just normally red. The dubstep came in. Knock, you activated my trap remix! Yes. We've already fought him once. So this is the stage for your blood feud. You're being pretty cocky, huh? You do realize that getting on my stage means I get to decide the rules, yeah? Obviously I know that. I also picked up on the fact that it'll use up more of your blood this way. Why you did that on purpose. What? You did that on purpose? I just didn't want to waste blood, that's all. Go ahead and act all cocky, because it won't last. The blood feud between you and me is a simple pact, back and forth of strength. Rather, that's all your puny mind could think of, wasn't it? You rotten? It's murderizing time! Noxer is able to fly around this stage freely, but Nointo appears to be limited. To start, Noxer began turning through the skies, creating shadows of himself. But while numerous, they don't seem very powerful on their own. Nointo should be able to defeat them with ease, as long as they don't attack from the sides or behind, so I have to be facing forward, okay. Also, even if he is about to take a hit, Nointo will surely turn into a mist and avoid it. Yeah, okay. Not bad, Nointo. I could fight these weaklings all day. You might want to stop wasting blood, you know. Shut up, if numbers ain't good, I'll try speed. Next, Noxer took control of a massive shadow to charge at his foe. Nointo dodged its approaches and kept an eye out for a chance to attack. Oh, he looks like he needs some sleep. Yeah, he does. Okay. Looking for an opportunity. Indeed, it may be large and quick, but it appears to be in his vulnerable state. Furthermore, I've noticed a safe zone directly underneath Noxer himself. I'll slip in there and fell him from below. What does it want me to do? I imagine if I strike facing straight forward him, he won't be able to react. Well, I'm gonna avoid that. Got him. There is nothing that my beast, sharp as fangs, cannot pierce. Blood bats! Bloody needle. Bloody needle? That is straight out of Soul Eater, actually. You're not doing so bad. Is that all you've got, Noxer? If so, we better bring this to an end soon. Don't get carried away, you! This time, I got numbers, speed, and strength. Put some of those traps you like. Put some of those traps you like so much. What rashness. Shut up. Once I steal all the blood in you, it'll have been worth it. Do it to it. My hyper mode. Shadows. All units charge. Hyper mode? Is that what you call that invulnerable state? Not a shred of naming sense either, What'd you say? As if that ain't the coolest name you ever heard. Oh, my apologies. I think it suits you very well. Of course it does. That aside, even I might be in trouble if I succumb to all this. No doubt this is a desperate attack indeed. How delightful. I shall read your every movement. Honing his senses to keep track of everything around him, he and the shadows appeared to move at the same speed, but if he moved at random, he'd fall prey to the traps. Regardless, Nointo found a route that would let him reach Noxerer. Okay, it's a puzzle. When Arne moves one step, all the enemies will move one step to try and reach Noxerer without hitting any foes. Oh boy, everybody needs sleep. Check this. Okay. Note that screen clicking movements is disabled. Move with the arrow keys or clicking the bottom right arrows. Okay. Okay, so if I move one step, I gotta see which way is the best. So I can't step on the pentagrams, right? Oh man. Can I save? This is more so the kind of puzzle that I actually enjoy, actually. Okay, so I'm going to assume they're going to move the directions that, Can Arne defeat the clones? I assume he doesn't want to be hit by them. We don't want to go that way. Can I step on the... You know what? I'm gonna step on the, trap. That's a trap, right? That route won't do it. Okay, so that is a trap. Okay, I can't go that way. I can't go that way. That way first. Okay, so first we go this way, then we go that way. Nope. Did I lose myself? I did. I feel like I got an idea, though. Yes. Oh, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Darn it, I wanted a real puzzle. This is a real puzzle, but you know. I wanted it to be a lot more convoluted than that. Consider yourself bested. What? There's no escape now. Show me something bloody. I want to see Noxerer impaled. It's my victory. Damn it, why? There's no way you and me's strength is that far apart. It's an issue of affinity. In spite of your stupidity, you tried to strategize and follow patterns. However, such planned-out fights are my forte. I get it. So I should have just rammed you with my pure strength. Thanks for that. You're still struggling. I didn't say I lost! Oh! We broke the house! Give me my heart back. I'll be taking my heart back, not Sora. It ain't yours, it's my heart. Well then, why am I the one holding it? Bah. Alright, fine. Guess I'll admit my defeat this time. I'll just have to stay put inside you for a while. The house! The house! You referred to the old coot. I've destroyed the coot's heart, so he can go ahead and die. This mansion won't hold together, will it? The house! Why is the basement a void? Did everybody else die? Lord Arne! I know I told you to wait, but to think you'd actually be here. I'm glad you're okay. Did you expect otherwise? Where's Gordon? I killed him. I see. Oh, don't misunderstand. I wasn't responsible for doing this to the mansion. It was the work of Noxer, who the old coot revived. Well, there's your blood, yep. Gordon revived? Right, I guess so. What are the others? I told them I'd wait for you and had them evacuate before me. Can you not move? It seems I sprained my leg too, so... Troublesome to the last, though I suppose I was the one who pushed you. Hop hop! I like that. Look at that, Lord Arne. The moon's sparkling with such a pretty crimson. It's just dirt and dust that's sparkling, actually. What did I do it all for? Even this house I wanted to protect has been destroyed. It feels like the world is ending. Truly, Lord Reinweiß, does your idiocy know no bounds? Is this mansion your whole world? That's much too narrow. Everything beneath the crimson moon. That is my world. Everything is your world. And now, with the walls and roof destroyed, the boundary between your world and mine is gone. Whether you perish with this mansion, whether you perish with this mansion or head outside is up to you. He's been talking this time. There's Lynn again, okay. When I flew through the sky with you before, did you see how this mansion looked from above? It looked so very tiny. Much tinier than I thought. Yes, that's all it ever was. I would think a life that never knew anything more to be quite a boring one. I want to see more of the world. The world outside the mansion, which I only learned of in these last few days. Lord Arne's world. In that case, there is no time to be gazing at the moon here. Carry her again. Let us go, Lord Reinweiß. Okay, Lord Arne. Lord Arne? Hey, that's a little bit... Don't move, it's not my fault if you fall. I was just saying it's a little embarrassing. Is now the time to be worried about that. We're off. If possible, I'd like to make sure no one's left behind in the mansion. Sheesh. Alright, I'll do so. Thank you very much. Lynn Hines burned at least Diana Kai. What happened to the house? Some of the servants may still be in the mansion. Escape while looking around for them. Okay. Arne can handle fire and strong impacts, but Lynn isn't as sturdy. Pay attention to Lynn's health. Okay. Her life is a cat in the corner. Also, if it runs out and the mansion collapses, you'll fail to escape, so hurry. Okay? Oh. Let's check upstairs first. Even a fool wouldn't go up in this mansion. You say that, but Burned is here! Given things are here, fires are probably starting elsewhere too. That's all the more reason to be worried about the others. Then Reinweiß, would you be able to handle being burned by the flames of this strength? Do you really expect me to say yes? I just thought I'd ask. Be sure to avoid the flames. Okay, up. Da-da-da-da-da. Somebody save me! That's Elise's voice. I heard it from the maid's room. Should we drop in? Not going there isn't even an option. I knew she was gonna be in the maid's room. Hot! It doth be hot! I'm bounded to be grilled deliciously at this rate! It looks like she's practicing her dance moves. Are we looking at the same thing? Elise, I'm going to save you! Via Lord Arne. Sigh. Oh well, there's something I wanted to try. Yeet! Lord Arne, your eye! I wouldn't not be a delicious steak! Huh? When did... Be grateful, maid. Yes, sire. Thank you so much, Lee. Jeez, what were you doing in here? I came to get Hamburg... this teddy bear, forsooth. Sheesh, hurry up and evacuate, please. Yes'm. I'm truly... It's alright, you didn't do anything wrong, Elise. More importantly, you need to get going. Understood it. Indeedeth. Princess carrying you, lewd filth. Lord Arne, was that? Noxer's power, yes. Thanks to recovering his heart, it appears I can now use it as well. Is that okay? You know, it's not an issue. I mean, I hope so. Enough about that, let's search for the other humans. Yes, please do! Hey! I can hear Heinz in the kitchen! You can go straight outside from there. I don't feel it necessary to check on him. Ah! Lord Arne! Yes, I know. Flames are especially strong in the dining room, and maybe take damage just being here. What are you doing? Heinz, what's the matter? Lynn, so that guy actually saved you, huh? Yes! Wait, I mean... Oh, I was just taking out some valuable cookware. But there was more than I thought, and I can't quite get it through the door. Surely you can leave such things behind, yes? Would you leave your lover in a burning building? Huh? I know, you should carry it. Why should I do such a thing? Cause then I'll say we're even for you punching me. That's right, you should help, Lord Arne. Alright, such a pain. Hey, isn't that a little much? I threw in the fridge as a bonus. Be careful. Grateful. Come on. When you're holding Lynn so gingerly, too. What do you mean? I know I'm one to talk, but this mansion really was bizarre. I'm kinda shocked that Gordon was the killer. But you destroyed it for her. But you destroyed it for her, I bet. This prison of Lynn's. Heinz? Hold on, it wasn't I who destroyed the mansion. Well, that's not really what I meant. Come on, you two, you better leave soon or else. Yes, we really must be. No! I simply cannot! Oh, every one of the residents here, I swear. Come to think of it, maybe Diana and Kai did say they forgot something on the second floor guest room. Lord Arne, let's go! I know. Take care, you two. And take care of Lynn, too. Well, I won't kill her. That's the least I expect. Lord Arne, let's go to the second floor guest room. I should hope this is the last one. Yeah, I should hope so as well. I suppose we have to go through on the inside? Oh wait, will we be able to get through there? I'm not sure I can. Did I go the wrong way? Fine. We have to go outside? I don't get it. Yep, okay, let's just go outside. Or... maybe not, but what's the way out? Whatever, let's go outside. Let's check if there's anybody left first. Very well. What do you mean check if there's anybody left? We have to go outside! What am I doing wrong here? Ay ay ay. But there's no way to get through that area. Why can't you people just save yourselves? Seriously. That's how we get to it. And we can't go up. Guys, I'm distraught. Lynn's gonna frickin' die. Whoops. I got this. You have to go upstairs. I have to go upstairs to the exit. Okay, wait, let me see. You see, I'm bad with directions, so... this way? Ah, okay. I thought we had to go the other way. This mansion is truly starting to crumble now. Let's hurry! Debris will fall! Try moving as much as... Reinweiß estate collapsed with a thunderous roar. There's surely no hope for the humans remaining inside. Oh, did I run out of time? No, I shouldn't have. Guest room? What, this guest room? What in the name of all things? The terrace? To the left! Okay, we got these guys. Listen, if you just jump to the tree from here... You idiot! I'm telling you, it's impossible! Oh, you're such an idiot! What are you doing? Mistress and, Arne, right? I was gonna try to run, but Diana had other plans. Why are you making me out to be so selfish? You're the one who forgot something, Kai. If it was that important, then you shouldn't lose it. What in the world did you come to get? The ring, duh! I was planning to elope with you, so of course I'd want to prepare a ring. Kai, are you gonna look at me or not? They seem to be having a moment here, but Lord Reinweiß, can you do something? I can just push them off, yes? That's far too perilous! Very well, leave it to me. Here, now they should be able to roll down safely. A net made of blood! This might do it! Yeet! Why? Huh? Oh, hold on a moment. Hey, excuse me! No! This is what we call exposure therapy! Now then, we'll go as well. It feels like we're forgetting someone. Burned? Burned? Is Burned evil after all? Burned? Is Burned gonna get burned? I'm glad everyone's safe. Lynn, what are you gonna do? Father has left us and the house is burned down. I'm terribly sorry, but I don't have money to pay you. But no matter what, I will do so. What are you talking about? Don't bother about that stuff. Nobody here's worried about money. What matters is we're all safe, isn't that enough? Heinz. I said such terrible things to you, mistress. I can hardly express the depths of my remorse. However, we consider you precious family. Where's Burned? Next time we have the time we have spent together has all very much been real. As much as possible, I think we would all like to continue providing whatever aid we can. Burned died, nothing of value was lost. Thank you very much. I'm glad you feel that way, but I need to sort out my feelings too. Please, let me take some time away to think about things. Sorry, mistress, if we'd been able to do something sooner. Don't say that. It was all Father and Gordon to blame. If anything, I should apologize for not noticing something amiss. Mistress, that's not true either. Don't blame yourself. Indeedeth it isn't. Many painful things have happened, but we overcame them because you were there. You have been like a little sister to me. That's why we did not want you to know about the things we were doing whenever possible. Because of our love, we weren't scared of you hating us. That's nonsense. I would never hate you. There may have been a lot going on I didn't know, but I do know you were all thinking of me, because I've been with you for so long. So I couldn't imagine that time was all a lie. Mistress! Why are you crying? Why are you crying, Elise? Because I doth love you too much. So do I. So do I, Elise. Lynn, you might not be aware of it just yet, but it looks like you've matured a lot from this. Though I guess it remains to be seen if that's a good thing or not. After the murder happened, we may have argued a lot and shown off our bad sides, but nobody was blaming you, you know. We're all on your side, except Burned. Yes, we were. Thank you so much. Well, anyway, call for me anytime you want to eat something delicious. I'll be sure to hone my skills even more for you. I'll come flying in wherever you are. Right. Bye, Heinz. Well, then we'll be taking our leave. Yes, I'll see you again someday. Please, please tell me that there's gonna be an epilogue and Burned is evil. That'll be great. My home is gone. Was this really for the best? That your house burned down? No, not that. If I hadn't gotten it into my head I'd solve this case, I'm sure we would have kept living here like always. Truly, Lord Reinweiß, does your idiocy know no bounds? I had thought you'd already accepted that. I mean, any regrets you have won't change the reality. More important is considering what lies ahead. Now all the strings controlling you have been cut. Finally, a puppet no longer. You'll begin life in a new world, yes? A puppet no longer. I suppose so, but... Lord Arne, am I really human? Are you that bothered about the details? If you say you're human, you are human. But... And did you not say so when performing the blood pact? Even if I become a vampire, my heart will remain human? If my heart is human, right. Of course, human or elsewise. Elsewise? Are you not Lord Reinweiß? Like how you are just Lord Arne? Yes, you are yourself. I shall keep those words of yours in the back of my mind. So will I. I won't forget them. I've lived my life as a human, and I'll continue living as a human. If that's what you wish for, I'm sure it can be so. Now then, this brings my job to a close, human. Right, Herr Vampire. What are you going to do now? The Reinweiß family has been reduced to just me, but I'll try to start it over once more. With Father and Mother, and even Gordon gone, I'm not sure if I can, but I can't help thinking it'd be nice if everybody could come back someday. Because they're family. But before that, I want to go lots of places. I need to expand my world. Do you now? Give it your best effort. For a child of 15 years of age, you did well with this case. I'm sure you'll be alright in any circumstance. If I have your approval, Herr Vampire, then I'm sure I will be. Thank you very much. Well, let that be that. I'm leaving, human. Take care, Herr Vampire. There he is! Burned! I completely forgot! You forgot me? You're so cool. But I'm glad I caught you, mistress. What were you doing? I went fishing around the mansion. I thought if it was burning down anyway, it'd be fine if I took a thing or two. But most everything was burned away, huh? There was still stuff I was hoping to get. A sturdy sort. He was stealing things. Oh, it's okay. I'll share with everyone who evacuated before me. I'll make good use of it as a severance pay. That's better than just being tossed into the streets without being given a dime. Honestly, I should have carried out a lot more. Oh, right. Take this, Mistress Lynn. You dropped it. Is it Well, then I'll take my leave. It's the locket, isn't it? Heinz, the important thing is we all survived and are safe. Kai, oh crap, I think we let burn and the fight gets punched. Heinz, like I said, we all survived. Good luck with everything. Burn goes off, klepto that he is, to collect severance. Are you alright with that? The things in the mansion are your property now, yes? It's okay, the only thing that's really mine is this jersey. I see. I expect he can live just about anywhere. Yeah. Maybe I should have followed his example a little. Well, once more, so long, human. Goodbye, Herr Vampire. Lynn, dang it, why couldn't he have burned? Oh yeah, what exactly did burned hand be? Oh, the picture! Ah, she was never not wearing the locket, okay. So I was left this jersey and this photo too. Huh? I thought it was just burn marks, but did the heat reveal this writing? With my dear family. Father, what you did was wrong, I can say that with certainty, but you loved us, your family, didn't you? I won't forget that part. So the incident between myself and Herr Vampire ended. Honestly, I'm full of worries about the future, but nothing should be more painful than today. That thought makes me feel like it'll be okay. Lord Reinweiß. Casebook of Arne, the Reinweiß murder. And with that, there will probably be an epilogue, or at least I hope so. So this is labeled as like a case number 1, and they labeled it as the Reinweiß murder. So I'm thinking that there's a possibility that this is gonna be like another game. Oh, yep, here we go. Which file slot will you save in? File 7. Oh, wait. File 7. Epilogue, epilogue, epilogue. So why are you here, human? Look, if you just think about it, I've got nowhere to go. So please, let me stay here a while. Why should I let you? I'm going to use you. Rejected. Then, I know. I request an investigation into why I didn't become a vampire. How about that? Doesn't it pique your interest? Very well, do as you please. Lord Reinweiß? Yes, Lord Arne. Well, time to pay my fee. Go ahead and suck. I'll get the needle. Aww. Epilogue 2. Yoo-hoo, we meet again. That's the end of this case, happily ever after and all that. Did you figure out the killer before, Arne? Well, who cares anyway? So I was thinking I'd show you a scene from a slightly different world as a reward. But aw, it looks like you messed up a bit. The important bits this time are Arne and Lynn's theory battle and the escape from the mansion. Did you correctly point out the flaws in Arne's theories? And Lynn didn't faint or anything when you were escaping the mansion, did she? I was confused! I have no sense of direction. Well, if you feel like it, come back here once more. Well then, wait, huh? Looks like something interesting's going on, so I'm gonna take a look. Oh, he's still alive, okay. Blood. Not enough blood. Woman. Blood. Let me drink your blood. Yeah. Battlemon. Screaming like that'd be the human thing to do, right? What was that all of a sudden? Oh dear, he collapsed. Was that trash a friend of yours, is she? Don't know him. I see, very well. More importantly, where am I? I want to meet Noin, or rather, Ainz. Don't ask me, can't figure out your location in these woods. Also, if he's not Ainz, he's Zwei now. Ah, he gained one. I see. That's good for you, Zwei. Well, the experiment worked. Continued to case 2. I knew it! I was gonna predict they were gonna add more to the game, like DLC and stuff like that. It's very, similar to another one I want to try playing, called, Noel the Mortal Fates. I've heard about that one, and I know it has a lot of different pieces to it. And I haven't gone back to get the bonus stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys won't care whether or not I play that on stream, but there we go. What do we got here? 3 weeks later, Bernd was caught for stealing 50,000 pounds worth of merchandise. He was tried, convicted, and eventually executed for his crimes. He was originally just supposed to be imprisoned, but he kept taking the judge's gavel, so everyone in court decided to make his punishment more severe. And there we go. They are going to keep continuing, and if this goes as it is here, what they're going to do is there could be up to 8. There could be up to 8 or 9 installments, and in each one, with each different mystery, Noin would get his, will get one of his hearts back. Until, no, you know what? What's gonna happen is, we're gonna get a heart in one of 8 parts. And then, something's gonna happen to him. And then Lynn is gonna have to solve the case on her own in order to get him back from whatever having all 9 of his hearts back is gonna do. Because we already saw what happened with Noxerer. Also, I want to see what all those other 9 vampires look like. Anyway, that's just my theory. And I hope to see it through to fruition. Whenever new parts come out, I'll go ahead and I will keep updating the game. I think we'll keep playing. This was a lot of fun. And I'll go back and get all the whatchamagoozins later. Anyway. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, especially thanks to the chat. This was a lot of fun, and for being here from start to finish, I really appreciate it. What do you guys think? Any last minute chats you want to send in before we do this? Or they'll give you multiple hearts at once. Yeah, that is a possibility. That is a possibility. Which I don't want to be stuck doing up to 9 different bits, depending on how quickly this updates. But, you know, we're gonna find out who Arne actually is. Because obviously one of these personalities has to be in charge of the others at this time. Fun, if BS mystery. Yeah, I wanted it to be Bernd so badly. Just because I actually wasn't expecting it to be him. I wanted it to be him, though. I Am Boot wants to see more. Yes, you ship it. You want to see your ship become canon, don't you, I Am Boot? I will be down for that as well. Oh, what else do we have? Nope, it was fun. It's more of a game than, yeah, let's give it a short review while we're here, why not? Fun. I think that the controls are a little touchy, but I think that comes with this being the game. I believe I had as much problems with Angels of Death as well. I'll go back and I'll get the bonus stuff. You want to see this as a series? I know you want to see this as a series. We'll see. And if more parts come out, I'll go ahead and I'll tell you. You unfortunately called it in the first minute. That it would be the butler, yeah. I didn't want it to be him. I was in severe denial the entire time because it's like... Number one trope! Number one trope. Let's just go with that. Why not? The mystery elements were interesting. I at least got to have fun with things like figuring out about Diana's fear of heights and stuff like that. Fun. I will continue to play. I will continue to be frustrated with all the nonsense and the ridiculous vampire lore and anything else that can or will go into this. There were some points where it definitely should have been let me make the choice and it only gave you that at the very end. It shouldn't have been Gordon. I didn't like that. But in theory, they did set everything up because they made him a vampire. I didn't like that. That was the third act reveal I was, waiting for. I was waiting for something like that to happen, and I'm like, gosh, dang it! If this was a show, I would watch it as a show, too. They would have to change stuff, though, in order for it to make total sense. The mystery elements were fun. The mini-games were... distressing. But it does do its best to make it more of a game for you than something like Angels of Death, which is a visual novel with extra steps. This is a visual novel with extra steps, and minigames. That's what this is, and it always gave you the opportunity to start over. I didn't find all the stuff because I got wrapped up in the story and completely forgot to keep on looking. That's okay, though. The characters are funny enough as it is. Arne is incredibly snarky, and Lynn is funny. She's well-intentioned. I can appreciate that. And Zishia, I would go with Miss Bones, who apparently has not tuned in. I like having Gordon refuse to walk in front of reflective surfaces. Yeah, or something like that. They set it up, but they didn't, They didn't give us that information. They didn't hint at the fact that Gordon might be a vampire, and that's the thing. It's... I knew it was gonna be that. It was either gonna be so straightforward, it was either gonna be just so straightforward, or it was going to be... Aha, there was something we didn't allude to you to. Oh, I'm even forgetting now. What was it? What was it that they said was the contradiction? Him saying that he had been in his room the entire time. Or something. Well, whatever it was. Fun. And I hope that if we continue this, when more comes out, I will keep you updated, and we will just keep on playing. It was fun. A lot of yelling was involved, but it was fun. I did enjoy this. Probably because we actually have people in on this, probably more so in terms of Angels of Death, but I like the story to that one more. If this one gets an anime, we'll have to see them. He knew about the broken vase, right? He knew about the broken vase somehow. I assumed everybody would have heard that and known about the broken vase, but whatever. Silly. It's silly. And I'm just a little bit frustrated at not being able to figure it out. That's all. Okay. When his room was right under the area where the vase broke, yep. And my complete lack of remembering how the mansion was, laid out definitely, contributed to that. I have no sense of direction! And with that, okay. We're done here. That's why the reason is BS. It kind of is. But with that, thank you, leaky ceilings. Thank you, the Obake water. Thank you everybody for watching, and hopefully we can come back and do this again sometime soon. This was fun. Let's do it again. Ciao, everybody.